It's looking like, shout out to that girl Henny, my good sis Henny. It's looking like Wack100 is having an issue with the state of California. Now you see, this is the state of California franchise tax board. Let me see, filed in. My bad, I gotta do it like this. Record filed in record office, Los Angeles County, California. Case 2026057363, public record. On August the 4th, 2026, and it costs $20 to get this copy. The Franchise Tax Board of the State of California hereby certifies that the following named taxpayers are liable under Parts 10 and 11 of Division 2 of the Revenue of Taxation Code of the State of California, the amount due and required, filed with Los Angeles certificate number 26211, about four zeros, 55, and the taxpayer's name is Cash Jones. That's right. And who do we know Cash Jones as? Wack100. That's right, man. Cash McElroy Jones, Wack100, is adding to his debt. So I'm not really sure why a lot of people feel like Wack is their way out. I'm not really sure why a lot of people feel like Wack is their ticket to a better life when this man is owing more than a couple $1,000,000 to the government, to his debtors, and to even his lawyers, to which he hasn't paid, and they have since removed themselves from being under his service, or being able to service him, excuse me. This situation is incredible because we do know that Blueface does have a $20 million debt. And as you can see right here, current debt right here to date, and this was of July 16th, is about $20 million, man. So you can see that the Euphoric Gentleman Club is at a 15 judgment settlement with a daily interest of over $3,000. You can see that Jacqueline Martinez has a judgment amount to Blueface of over $100,000 with a daily interest of $33. And Kenta Taylor has an over $1 million judgment amount with a $288 interest. You have a home, a HOA lien. This nigga owes HOA, $2,400, and a foreclosure. That's at $92,000. Total base debt without interest is 16, but then all the interest is gonna add it up, and these numbers continue to climb. Now you have, what is this? An interest meter. He has a total daily interest of over $4,000, and per week it's looking like it's about 29,000. You feel me? So shout out to that girl Henny doing her thing. Golly, man, this is updated as recently as July 16th, 2026. Now, this situation is not going to help the situation with Wack100 because, again, like I've been maintaining, you have Blueface, which is supposed to be Wack's cash cow, and that's not making any money. You don't see Blueface really generating the income that he once was, or if the income is being generated, is being quickly squandered by debts and by, you know, a whole bunch of people that just are owed money. It's like every time Blueface makes $1, the government comes and takes $1.50 from him. So in that type of aspect, Blueface is just destined to never get ahead. Now, we'll take it back to the situation with Wack100, because if it wasn't for Wack100, arguably Blueface would not be in this situation, and Blueface wouldn't be looking at by now over $20 million in debt, considering the fact that since July 16th and it now being August 20th, we can assume that, you know, the numbers have added up to where he is reaching this staggering number. But with that all being said, let's take it back to this. Now it says further interest. So let me see. Wack owes $500,000, $529,347,011. Further interest and fees will occur at the rate prescribed by law until paid. The Franchise Tax Board of the State of California, compiled with all the provisions of Parts 10 and 11 of Divisions 2 of the Revenue and Taxation Code of the State of California, in computing, levying, determining, and assessing the tax. The said amounts are due and payable and have not been paid. Said lien attaches to all properties, all rights such properties owned and later acquired by the taxpayer. The Franchise Tax Board of the State of California has duly authorized and undersigned. Okay, so this is basically Wack getting served. They're telling them that this is the situation. And they're highlighting, again, this just crazy 500,000. Now, obviously, Wack's being served to North Las Vegas is where he's residing, and he's hiding out in Palmdale. You kind of see Wack bouncing around a lot. And the reason why he's bouncing around a lot is because he's dodging these liens, he's dodging these debtors. It's a lot going on with this man, and it makes you wonder again to all the people who are desperately, um, if it's, how can I say this? You guys have to stop looking for a miracle. I'll just say this to make sure that I don't go against YouTube guidelines or community guidelines. Looking for a miracle on YouTube or on Instagram is not realistic. So as you guys are paying attention to Wack100 and you guys are watching him go back and forth, it doesn't really seem like there's anything that he's able to give you. It doesn't seem like anything that he's able to do, because there doesn't seem like there's much that he's able to do for himself. You're looking at a man who artist is in debt almost $20 million. Ray J's nowhere near him. The Game's nowhere near him. Adam 22 treats him crazy, and the no jumper situation that he has seemingly is what is the only thing that's going right for him. You've yet to see an incredible diaper. I mean, I haven't. If you guys know where to find an incredible diaper, please let me know, because I've yet to see anything incredible about those diapers. You have to just really contemplate, your decision making when you're dealing with a person like Wack100, because you're watching him clearly not even be respected by the U.S. government, because when it comes to the basics of him being able to pay taxes, he's not able to fulfill the basic requirements of that level of business. So as him, calling himself the manager, and I get the business done, BIDNEZ, however you spell business, or BIDNEZZ, maybe business is how you spell that. How can you expect him to handle your business if he can't even handle his own business? When you're looking at Wack100, you have to stop and ask yourself, is this a person who I should genuinely trust? This is a person who I should genuinely, want to have myself around, have my finances around? You have to judge one's ability to take care of themselves before you can ever judge one's ability to take care of you. You're looking at Blueface as his last standing client, because whatever reason, Blueface has found himself in a flu, flammer, skullduggerous, and extremely larcenous situation with Wack. And, he's kind of caught up in this super crazy, I don't even want to call it a 360, a 720 deal. Spin him around twice, if you will. It's just not looking good. So with that all being said, take the information at hand and please make wise decisions, man. Make wise decisions, because, again, having somebody handle your finances who seemingly can't handle their own lunch money, crazy. That all being said, man, we're about to get up out of here to the next one. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We are gone.